Good morning. Good morning. People here. Holy smokes. Thank you all for coming to the September Power Hour. We got to get rolling here because I think these teachers actually need to get to work. Yeah, they don't want to be perfect. Okay. So for our September EVA education series, we have the new teachers for the school district. And I don't know who is planning on coming up and introducing them. Mitch? Sure. Mike? Jim? All of you? I think Mitch has got it. All right.
I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, but
Perfect.
yeah, we got the school year off and running last week. Enrollment is up about 50 students more than we projected, so another good opportunity there for us to keep growing. So a lot of new faces with students, but also a lot of new faces with our staff. So today with us are teachers, 15 of them brand new to the district. So if I could have them come up here and just take turns going around, introduce themselves, where they're from, what position they took, and what brought them here to firm. So not all at once. Who wants to do it first?
Hardly.
Mike,
Oh, there you go.
Come on.
We'll go first.
That boy Mike.
You guys have no idea how bad they need to get back to class right now. So they're like, we'll go first. So. I'll let you ladies introduce yourselves, everybody. So we're gonna go.
What were we supposed to say? Our name, where we're
Just a little
from?
introduction.
Okay, I'm Tracy Marsh. I am born and raised here. I was a para at the elementary school for 6 years. And now I'm a K-4 special ed teacher, and I service kiddos on the autism spectrum in grades K-4.
I'm Elle Berkland. I'm from Perham. I just graduated from MSUM, and this is my first teaching job, and I teach second grade. I'm Michaela Schmitz. I teach kindergarten. I'm originally from the cities, and right now we're living in Battle Lake. We just got a realtor, so we're trying to find a home closer to here. So Thursday I get to start doing that. And I taught 4 years at Ashby in first grade, and yeah, so it's my first year.
My name is Hope Schmitz. I am teaching second grade with Elle. I'm from Park Rapids, and this is my fifth year teaching. I taught him walk on the yellow. Yeah, happy to be here.
Well, Mike did say a few words about his staff. Well, I'll say a few words. I'm just kidding. All right, Bill, magic in the middle. Let's hop on up there.
You got the bulk of it.
Yeah. We have a couple shared staff too with band and choir and social studies, but this is our amazing crew. Well,
Is this your basketball team?
this is
No kidding.
We're
Missing a couple
and we got
players.
Mr. Mosca who came from the high school to the middle school. So we're gonna do a PWMS versus HOTL basketball game. Let's go.
I'm Tate Kupich. I'm from Aiken, Minnesota. I graduated from NDSU last spring. This is my first teaching job. I love the community in Perham. Played a lot of baseball here and just kind of fell in love with the area. The lakes are great. Community's great. Happy to be here.
What are you teaching?
7th grade U.S. history.
Thank you.
I'm Aaron Solberg. I'm from Perham. You probably all know my parents. I teach 5th and 6th graders right now, and they're all on the opposite spectrum.
I'm Tina Dale. I'm originally from Piedmont Lakes, but we've been around here for about 25 years now. Last year, I was an interventionist in the 5th and 6th grade. And this year, I'm the language arts teacher for the 6th grade. So we do a lot of writing and grammar, and they're already complaining about how bad their handwriting needs the work. So we're going to keep writing.
Nick Stokey. I'm from Grand Forks, North Dakota. I teach middle school band and some 7th grade music stuff. Just graduated from the University of North Dakota, first teaching job. My mom's from Pauley, so I already knew some people here and just met someone who knows my family on my dad's side from Williston, North Dakota. So no matter where I go, my parents are yeah. Nice to meet you guys.
I'm Brian Gillespie. I'm originally from Hutchinson, Minnesota. I've lived in Perham for 14 years though. So
town. I teach physical education and wellness.
I'm Allie Reber. I was born and raised here. I taught first and third grade in New York Mills for 4 years, and this is my 5th year teaching, first year at Perm. I talked my husband into moving back home because I love it so much, and we have a little boy and we're expecting him at home.
I'm Jonathan Hoffner. I went to high school in Manila, Minnesota, and I actually came back there for 4 years and taught there. And then I decided to come here. And I work with Kelsey at Solar, so that's why I heard about the job. And I really like it. And I teach math in the high school too. So Kelsey, geometry and algebra too. So it's been great so far.
Hi, my name is Jacob Kempenik. I'm from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. I have a lot of family who grew up here, and my parents both met here in Perm High School and lived in Dent and Perm. I teach 5 through 12 choir and general music, and I think they're really eager to get out in front of the audiences and perform for some events around town. So hopefully we'll come and visit you guys and do a little bit of singing for you too in the future. So very excited to be back home in the Lakes area.
My name is Carrie Flatto, and I am from Dent, Perm area. I graduated almost 20 years ago, and I've been teaching for the last 15 years in Wahpeton and Fergus Falls, and we were just kind of ready to come back home, I guess. It just kind of worked out. And so here we are. I teach high school science, 9th and 10th graders mostly right now, and I think towards the end of the year, maybe some upperclassmen and some electives too.
I'm Rachel Doctor. I'm married to Nick Doctor with Real Estate Results. So I think we added to some of the goodie bags here. I am from Morgan, Minnesota. I graduated from Concordia, and I started teaching in New York Mills. So I was teaching for 10 years. And I love being there, but as we have children and they enter the school district, I felt a strong pull to come back to Perm and was happy to see a job opening. And I currently teach 10th grade English.
I know you all need to get going, but we do have some goodie bags. My name is Sue Von Ruden. I think I know quite a few of you. I'm also on the school board, so it was a real pleasure to be able to meet all of you in person today, and especially the new faces. But as you walk out, we're going to hand you some goodie bags, a way to welcome you all to the community. Those of you that are new, it'll show you the different businesses we have, and so a lot of people in this room contributed to that bags, and a lot of people not in the room. So a big thank you to our partners here. But come on out when you leave, and we'll just hand up when you leave, and we'll hand them to you.
So you're leaving with 3 bags.
Yes.
One has your name on it. That is the sweatshirt by size. So make sure you take that one. The other ones don't really
It doesn't matter. Okay, so we'll go hand them out, okay? All right.
That's what we got for
Thank
you.
you, everyone.
You don't happen to know Lucas Runke, do you? Lucas Runke?
Yeah, I've run into him.
Have you? Okay. He used to be our roommate for a while. In
Yeah, no,
Fargo.
not real well, but.
Okay. It's been a while since we've seen him, that cleared that section out.
The teachers are the ones that were here on time, early.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I figured I'd make a plug and try and get a head start on everybody else.
There you go.
Bill's in the room, he's probably gonna be another one.
Yeah. The teachers just vacated the section for that second. So.
Yeah.
In front of the class.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
There's a lot of them.
Is that yours?
There, you don't have to carry those anymore. I offered Leah last night. I texted her. I'm like, do you want me to go pick them all up this morning? And she's like,
Oh, we
yeah,
unloaded them
already."
up last night.
I'm like, oh, shoot. Okay,
Okay.
I'll help you unload.
All right.
All right.
All right. Next on the agenda is, it's me, and I'm gonna introduce Mackenzie Bloom is our new chamber executive director, so. Mackenzie. So maybe you just want to tell us a little about yourself.
Yep, I was born and raised here. It's a common theme I'm hearing, but came back after, I don't know, about 24 years, which I can't believe I made the move with 4 children. My kids are 6th, 8th, 10th, and 11th, so they're old, which we kind of left it up to them, to be honest with you, and all of them are like, yeah, let's go. So we're like, all right, I guess we're making the move. So here we are, living in my parents' house, back in my old room with my kids. But we are going to build a house here. We're really excited. My husband is a builder, and he also is a Perm graduate from '99. So he's going to be back next month with our oldest. He's got to finish the football season. But yeah, we're already gearing up. Thank you, everyone, for being so welcoming. Everyone's been awesome. The schools have been awesome. It's pretty exciting. I will say I have been sending out some emails, and I don't just send them just to like do the action. Like, I actually mean it. If you guys want to meet, I want to get to know you. I want to come tour your businesses. I want to hear what you guys want or anything you need added, because I'm really excited to do that for this community. So not only the director of the chamber, but I'm also working with Lee at the PAC. So I'm going to help a little bit there too. So yeah, but that's about it. That's me. I'm not quiet, so I'll be checking soon.
Do you want to do the rest or?
Oh, you're, I'll take over
Okay, so moving right along, we got a long agenda today, so we're gonna go with kinship. We got Heather Rosenthal here to give us an update on what's happening with kinship.
Thank you, and I asked you at the top of the agenda, exactly when my real job. No, I'm president of the kinship board. I've been doing that for, I think, 5 years now. And we're really excited. Kevin Alaska, we hired him last week, was his first week as a new program director. And he was supposed to be here. I'm wondering if he got lost or whatever. I should have brought my phone in. But I'm going to make him come himself next month just because he wants to get out and meet people too. They have lived by Rush Lake for quite some time, had, I think, cabin and moved from the city several years ago. He's got a lot of experience with like coaching, soccer, baseball, and communities in the cities. And he's like, I don't want to fully retire. I want to do something to give back. And so we're really excited to have him. So kinship, we're going to gear up for reading buddies. We've already had him. He's talked to Mr. Kunza. So again, businesses, we're asking you to support your employees coming and reading for a half an hour every 2 weeks. It's not a big time commitment, but it's a really good way to interact with kids. And in the past, except for last year, it's been just kind of like pick a whole first grade or kindergarten class. But I appreciated Mr. Kunza last year. He really handpicked kids from different classes that really needed some of that one-to-one and some help with reading and just a positive adult. So I think that was a really positive thing. We're hoping to grow that. There was about 20 volunteers, and we'd like to up that, certainly. So, and then we're going to start on programming, start on matches again. And so would like to maybe, and I can come back and introduce Kevin too. But we're excited, and kinship is moving forward. So yeah, you will see him around the community because he's not shy. So that's a good thing. So thank you. I'm ready for my goodie bag, but social worker. So.
Oh, we're already
All right, that's good to get them back going. Next on the agenda, we've got Catalyst Behavioral Solutions. And Jocelyn, Abigail.
Abby. Yeah, whatever. I'm Jocelyn. I'm the Center Operations Manager for Catalyst. We have a couple locations right now, one in Perham, one in St. Cloud, and come January 2024, we will be opening one down in the Twin Cities. So we're starting to grow, get pretty big. We're located across the country. We're in South Dakota, Utah, Texas, Florida, Wyoming. Yeah, we're just growing. ABA is Applied Behavior Analysis. It is an evidence-based science used to kind of help kiddos with autism, core-related behavior disorders, kind of give them tools to become more independent, give their families more kind of independence with the kiddos and just help them. We can help them in a variety of settings. We can go into schools, we can go into home, we can go into the grocery store with them if that's their needing doctor's appointments, all that kind of stuff. But really what we do is we train our staff. It's a pretty in-depth training to work with these kiddos and really just help, like I said, get them to become more independent. We focus a lot on early intervention, so 2 to 7 years of age. We do have the capacity for upwards towards 21, but we really like to focus on that school readiness so that way they come to us after they get diagnosed. They're with us for a year or two, and then we help transition them to the school or whatever their next setting will be. And then Abby is our senior behavior analyst. She oversees all of our Minnesota clinics, and she also helps out with our South Dakota Sioux Falls location. But I'll let her kind of talk a little bit more about what the services actually entail.
Yes, so I oversee all of our clinical services, clinical quality, all of that kind of stuff. So right now we're kind of set it in a model, like Jocelyn said, early intervention is kind of our main focus. So we have those 2 to 7 age range kiddos, so we can get them prepped for kindergarten, get them into the schools, have a smooth transition. We've been working really, really well with Head Start, and they've actually let us come into their school and help those kiddos with a really smooth transition, help give the teachers the tools and the parents the tools to help them. We also have a tailored kind of personalized ABA intervention approach as well for those older kiddos, so those teenagers, kiddos who are maybe a little bit more severe problem behavior kind of and would be in a more restrictive setting at school. We can kind of tailor specific interventions to those kiddos. We can see, like I said, teenagers, so we can kind of personalize and tailor specific interventions for those older kiddos. So we want to work with the community as well. Like I said, we can go to doctor's appointments. We can help with parents or anyone PCAs. We can help give them tools. Yeah, any family member that works or is around the child. We do a lot of parent education too. So because we want them to be successful past what we do in our building, we need to be successful in other environments as well. But yeah, we would love to have anyone that wants to come visit. We're located next to Perham Living, kind of where that new daycare just went up. But yeah, we're just kind of excited to really help this community. There's such a need for that kind of support. Right now we have no wait list. You can take kiddos on immediately. We have no spots open, so send it in the way that you need to take the benefit.
Yeah, you can check out our waitlist either by going onto our website or just giving us a call directly, and we can kind of help you guys navigate that. It's a pretty quick process once you guys have all the paperwork and stuff in. It's between 2 to 4 weeks of actually getting them started after the assessment. So that's all. Thank you.
Great. I don't even need to announce it. Erica Martin, the Greater Minnesota Marketing Summit.
Hello. So my name is Erica Martin, and I would like to invite all of you to the Greater Minnesota Marketing Summit. This is a one-day morning event where you are going to learn everything you need to know about marketing your business. So doors open at 8:30. It is at the golf course. The summit starts at 9 o'clock sharp, and we will be done by noon sharp. And you can go to our website and see the lineup of speakers. So we have Corey Pepperell will be speaking. I will be speaking. I think other people. We have some 17-year-olds from high school who will be speaking about Facebook ads. So it's exciting. So to sign up, and I put posters on the table, you can scan the QR code and sign up. So we have about 130 people signed up so far. So we are expecting a lot. It'll be great. Yes.
How much does it cost?
It is free.
Oh.
Woohoo!
Right.
So it is free for business owners. If you do own a B2B company, marketing. We are doing booths where you can have a vendor set up. So yeah, it'll be awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Erica. All right, we're cruising today. All right, next on the agenda, we've got Northern Lights Council, Brenda Thompson from ESA Scouts.
Good morning. My name is Brenda. A bunch of you have seen me at chamber events. We are having a Cub Scout recruiting tonight at the PCA. And it is for kids kindergarten through 5th grade. Kids 6th grade through 12th grade can also join one of our Scouts BSA units. We don't call it Boy Scouts anymore. It's called Scouts BSA because we have a girl troop here in Perham also. So we have programs to be able to offer from kindergarten through 12th grade here. I did bring some of these with. It does have my contact information on it. If you'd be willing to put one of these in your business, that would be awesome to be able to help promote scouting. So can you go to our council website? It's NLCBSA. Just wanted to show you some information on there. So how many of you have been involved in scouting, know somebody who's been involved in scouting? Quite a few usually. So my sons, 20 years ago this September, my family joined scouting. And my kids joined as Cub Scouts, and they are both Eagle Scouts. And I went through the program with them. So the program doesn't just benefit the children in the program, it benefits the adults too. So if you had known me when I was in high school or college, I wouldn't be able to stand here like this and talk to you. Scouting did this for me. It put me in situations where it was outside of my comfort level, and it helped me to grow as an adult also. If you can't get there, it's okay.
No, I just had to get on pizza.
Oh, okay.
We're there.
So I am based out of Alexandria. I'm in Perham on a regular basis. So this is our council website. And there's lots of different resources on there. This is some video from Camp Wilderness, which is where our Scouts BSA kids go. And they have a great time in the summer. Both the Perham Boy Troop and Girl Troop were at Camp Wilderness this summer. And I was actually their commissioner. So I got to hang out with them for the week, which was really cool to be able to get to know the kids. So can you click on About?
Yep.
And then go to Districts. And then you can scroll down a little bit. Oh, we are Prairie Fire District. So those who have been around in scouting for a while, this area used to be called Oxcart Trails. The Alexandria area was called Lakes. And that was done in a merger in 2020. So now we are Prairie Fire District. So if you're ever like, hey, I don't know how to find Brenda's information, I'm right there. So that is not my phone number though. So clearly I need to contact the office. I don't know whose phone number that is. That's not me. First of all, my phone number starts with a 320. But anyway, don't call that number. So we have lots of opportunities for volunteering in the area. We have volunteers here in Perham on the unit level, and then we have volunteers on the district level. And so I just wanted to point out these district meetings. So if you're a district level volunteer, you could actually be a commissioner. And so the DUST meeting is our district unit service team. And so the people that work on that team are people who are trying to improve scouting, who are not necessarily involved in a unit. So if you have any interest in that, do not call that number. Use the number on here. And I can get you hooked up to help with the unit. Does anybody have any questions about scouting that I can answer? No? Okay. Thank you for your time. And if you would please call
All right, thank you, Brenda. Next, we've got Propel Financial Services and Zadul.
Yeah.
And gymnastics.
Two for one.
We got Nate. Welcome. All right, I'm Nate Chesley. I'm going to start with vault. So as part of my community involvement, I serve as the board president for Perham Area Youth Fitness Academy, and I also am the treasurer of the Gymnastics Booster Club. So I live, eat, and breathe gymnastics right now, and I've got 2 kids in the program that both compete, and one competes, one does not. So we've recently, the word vault, the logo there, we've recently rebranded to Vault, And that's the name of our club. And the facility, which is located right on the other side of the elementary school, right across the street. If anybody has seen that building with the gymnastics name on the side, is nicknamed The Vault. Okay, so this is making a contemporary, basically play on words for the vault equipment, the act of vaulting, and our commitment really to grow this program and make it a little bit bigger and bringing it to the next level. So our signature colors, as you'll see in this logo behind us, map those of Perm, which are the black and gold. And let's see, what other points did I want to make about this right now? Right now, we're also moving towards rebranding the exterior of the building. You guys have probably noticed if you've driven by, there's not a lot of signage on it. So we want to make sure that we get that exterior done, as well as advertising this new logo in the name in our media and throughout our club. So the club itself, for those that you don't know what this is really focused on youth development. And we use programming such as our rec gymnastics program, our club gymnastics program, and we also host high school gymnastics in there. And then some of the additional programs are our Bigger, Stronger, Faster program with some of the, I know a lot of the boys in different sports are participating in to essentially build in the off season some of their agility and strength training. And then also coming soon is our new ninja program. So we do have a ninja rack in there that was donated by Reuter Dentistry. So last but not least, I've got some blue tickets in my hand, and I know Bill's sitting back there. He's gonna have some in his hand here probably in the next day or two. But we do an annual joint fundraiser for our wrestling club as well as our gymnastics booster club. And so that's gonna be held November 18th out at the golf course. Good time. If you've never been, I'd say you should come. We do supper and all that stuff, have a lot of games, raffles, but they're $50 a ticket. So if anybody wants a ticket, wants to participate, I'll have them over here and we can talk afterwards. So last but not least, I encourage all of you guys to check us out, see what we have to offer. If you go to permvault.com, that's our website, you can see what we have. We also do birthday party rentals. You can rent that whole facility for a birthday party. So it's pretty cool. Any questions on that? No? Okay. So to my day job, the second part of this is Propel Financial Strategies. So Propel Financial Strategies is located here in Perham. We're at 1000 East Main Street. And by title, for the last 20 years, I've been a financial advisor. But in reality, I'm actually a professional organizer. And I'm going to use a little prop here to bring some humor to financial planning. But I don't know, some of you guys might be able to identify with this toe. We do. I wasn't going to have anybody say it out loud, but all kidding aside, this is
there a better way?
Oftentimes how we receive financial documents from people seeking our help. I mean, it's just a mess, from mortgage documents to bank statements, retirement accounts, etc. And so essentially what we do is we just take what's extremely overwhelming to most people, and we literally help you declutter this mess. That's it. That's all we do. So we identify the issues. We basically then formulate an action plan, and then we implement that action plan with you. Okay. So essentially, we're going to build a nice, clear, concise strategy. So essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to take this mess and we turn it into this. That's simple. This mess into this. So stop by, give us a call, and see how we can help you live a little bit more organized financial life. Any questions on that? Anybody want to bring their toad up? All right, thanks, guys. Is that yours? Yeah. Some of it. Some of it.
All right, yeah. If you're interested in the gymnastics/wrestling fundraiser, stop and talk to Nate afterwards for tickets. Thank you, Nate.
Thank you.
All right, if you didn't get a chance to enter the drawing, make sure you do that before the end. We've got, what do we got, Leah?
Pizza Ranch pizza, or 2 bake at home pizzas, Zarba's large pizza, $50 Lakeside Tap gift card, and then a little gift set from Schiller's
Schiller's House. Thank you, Katie.
Smells delicious.
Ready?
Yeah, Lisa, you're up next. All right, Love Inc. We got Lisa Peterson.
Well, I'm excited to be here today to give you some updates on what we're doing with Love Inc. So I asked Lisa if I could come because because suddenly we are doing a lot. And as a volunteer board member, I'm finding that I'm doing this almost full-time lately because we're just doing a lot of exciting things. Little background in case, it's been a long time since Tracy and I came and told you about Love Inc., and some of you may not have been here, so quickly in a nutshell, Love Inc. stands for Love in the Name of Christ. It's a national organization. It's a proven model that networks local churches and community agencies and volunteers to help people in need. And there are affiliates in all over across the nation. I have a number 45, which may be old. Well, the nearest one to us is Douglas County in Alexandria. We visited there. It's amazing. There are some in Delano, Buffalo, several in the metro area. So I think our the National Love Inc. Site is there. So if you want to learn more about Love Inc., you can go to that site. You can watch videos. It's amazing amount of information you can give. And I don't want to talk for a long time about that because I want to tell you what we're doing. But basically, what Love Inc. The mission of Love Inc. is to mobilize local churches to help people in need or to transform lives. And that's our goal, is to transform lives. So it's not just giving a handout and people come on, go on their way and they come back again and that repeats itself. We want to ultimately help people to gain the skills that they need to be able to live independently, and that restores dignity and self-respect for those people too. So that's our goal. It's called transformational ministry, and eventually we will get to that point. But first, we have to open our clearinghouse and operate that, and that's where volunteers take calls from those in need. They listen, really listen, hear those people's stories, and again, give them respect and dignity, and ask if they can pray with them, and eventually they get through some analysis of what those people's needs are. Then the local churches get involved. Volunteers may help with things, walk with them, but we have ministries going on in all the local churches. So they've maybe been at Crosspoint, maybe someplace they visit, or community outreach through Calvary might be someplace they visit. So like I said, all churches are doing great things, so we pull it all together. So on to what we're doing that's exciting. First of all, we have begun our search for our executive director. It's a part-time position initially, which will eventually will transpire into full-time. We are looking for someone with a bachelor's degree in social work, community development, management, ministry, or a lot of other things that would be good fits. And we there's other skills that are needed, but I'm not going to go on about that too much. But I would ask that you think about people that you might know that would be an amazing person to fill that spot, and encourage them to apply. They just can go to our email address and get the information that they need. The job posting is there, the job description is there, application. That's where they would send their materials. And we posted this job early, probably a week or two ago, and we're hoping to close applications on the 20th. So that's the first thing I ask is please give some prayerful thought to who might be a good fit and send them our way, please. The second thing I want to let you know about is that we are getting ready to occupy our office space. So we begin paying rent October 1st, and we're going to coexist with Lakes 99.5. Jeff Layton offered us the space, and he figures we can work together to occupy that space. And so we're very excited about that, very grateful to Jeff, but that's where we'll be located. And once we hire our executive director, he or she will be able to get in there and make it their own. So we're excited about that. And then fundraising. A nonprofit, as some of you know, is in a very unique situation. because we are totally dependent on the generosity of other people for our income. And of course, we have expenses. So it's a challenge. Our goal is to be able to raise enough money to pay our expenses. So plain and simple. So we, first of all, right now are working on getting financial commitments from our partner churches and hoping to get more partner churches. And then secondly, we are going to be sending out letters this week to area businesses. You may or may not get a letter. We don't really want to just, businesses always get hit. We don't want to go after you like that, but we hope that our community believes in what Loving is going to do and wants to support us financially, if at all possible. So I ask that if you would get a letter, please give prayerful consideration to how you could help support Loving. And if you don't get a letter and you want to contribute, give me a holler. Students that people say, hey, I want to give money. We'd love that. The third thing is that on October 8th, from 4 to 7, we are having our first ever fall fundraiser. There you go. At St. Paul's Lutheran School Gym. We, again, because Loving's mission is to mobilize local churches, we are hoping that we get a lot of help from our churches in putting together what we are going to have going on that day. So the meal is going to be a collaborative effort of several churches. So that was kind of exciting, and we are asking people in our churches to help with silent auction items, the bake sale. So they're going to be able to have ownership in this event, but we really would love for you to attend. There'll be some fun things going on, and just stop by any time that day. But please consider coming over and spread the word. If you have any questions or need more information, you can contact me or any one of our board members. I won't have it on the list here. And I would guess if you have questions, you might just want to email me. So be moving ahead. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Lisa. Next on the agenda, we've got business after hours coming back. It's been a while since we've done one of these. So Vince, you want to come and do the invite?
Sure. Welcome, everybody. So next Wednesday, it's September 20th, we're going to have business after hours at Integrity Counseling, Dr. Big Brain and Dr. Big Pain Solution, just in this building. We're going to have food from Cactus there. We're going to have some drawings with some kind of fun prizes. And it's just a place to get together and see what we do there, but also it's a nice social time. You can chat with people here that you know, but don't get a chance to speak to them during the day. So come on out, just have a good time with it, and we'll tell you a little bit about our businesses at that time, but it's going to be a fun time. So looking forward to it. What time does it start at? It's at
5:15.
5:15, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a hot time.
5:15.
Figure out how to make it
Yeah.
all work, but just invite all you to come on out and tell your other business people that you know and come on out. Have a good time.
Awesome. Thanks.
You'll get an RSVP email tomorrow if you're on our chamber member list. We're sending out an RSVP email. It's free to attend, just so we have like a little idea of how many people.
It's exciting to get the business after hours back going. We haven't done them for 3 years. 4 years. It's been a while. So we'll be kind of cut those out, but they're back. Okay, next we've got Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
It's that time of year.
Arvig.net or Arvig.
Who likes beer?
Arvig server rejection.
Yeah, pumpkins, beer, all of the things. Like, we are a Hallmark movie in the making without a bunch of attractive young men. Single ladies who lost their boyfriends. But they will find one, because we will conveniently, they will be there, all the things. We're gonna get a bunch of single women.
Ooh. It's a big promise.
They'll bring their wallets.
We don't have men, but we have shopping. No, I'm sorry. Okay. I have not had coffee this morning. I'm sorry.
I'll buy you one after this.
Okay, so October 6th and 7th, put it on your calendars, please. I really, this is like my 4th year doing it. I have flyers
You do a
too.
great job.
Thank you. Last year was my first year that my husband conveniently was there because duck hunting was the week before. He's not gonna be here this year because he realized how much work that we do and everything for it. But anyways, so Friday evening, we're kind of switching it up and it's being different. I don't know why I'm putting it up. It's up there. Sorry. So we're doing a classic car show Friday evening. We thought it would be fun. We know there is a home football game. I think right now, gosh, I think I have like 4 different food trucks. We're gonna have fire pits. We have Tony O coming with music. He's super fun. But yeah, that's gonna be great. So also, just a heads up, if you have, we're gonna be putting like grab bags together to thank the people coming out for the classic car show. And so if there's anything that you want to put in there, coupons or whatever, you can drop them off to me. I'm hoping, that's why I have an RSVP I handed out for our classic car people. So people contact us and everything. So we kind of have an idea of how many people that we're going to be handing things out. But if you are interested, feel free to reach out. I'm just at North Pines Market. And then, so we have that going on. And then Saturdays, obviously our big downtown Main Street, we have vendors. And then my husband and I, we have free pumpkin painting and duck races and pumpkin bowling. And True North does their hay rides in town, which everybody loves. And then Rotary this is the 2nd year I've gotten them still on board. They did good last year, that they're willing to do it again for the beer tasting event. I know last year we had over 20 different breweries that they had for sampling and everything, and everybody was full. So it is well worth your money for that. I know last year tickets were in that $20 range for that, but yeah, I don't know. It's a great time. It really is we want it to be for the whole family. So get a babysitter if you plan on being under the tent the whole time. Or I just haven't painted a pumpkin. We're conveniently next to each other. So, but yeah, we have just lots of stuff. I do have flyers if you have a space if I haven't hit you up yet with a flyer. And then also we are, obviously everything is going on downtown, but if you have something going on, I'm going to be really promoting everybody in town for if you have specials, because the whole point, I want people to come to town and see everything that's going on. So if you have something going on or you want to promote something or, let me know, send all your information to me and I can get it up on the Perm events page. So any questions?
All right. Reminder to October 6th and 7th, Main Street, we're closing the streets.
Yes,
So
sorry.
the North Pines block and the Richter's block
Yes.
will be closing on Friday, like 1-ish?
One-ish, yeah. noonish.
Sometime around lunch.
It'll
on
be
Friday,
around lunchtime. It'll give people enough time, but
And then through Saturday. So just a reminder that that's happening. Yeah. Otherwise, block your calendar, 6 and 7. Y'all gotta be there. Okay.
or else.
All right, that's it for the agenda. We've got open mic, so anybody that wasn't presenting, leave.
Just an update on the PAC. So on the 25th, we have an open house. Free to anybody, members, non-members. So invite anybody you want to come. If you've not been in the PAC to see the new facility, now's a good time. If you've been in there before, we're going to provide tours of the PAC as well. We're going to talk through some of the changes that happened that you might not remember because the project's taken so long to kick off. Hallways that have been moved and new hallways placed inside the building. We're also going to be the first time you're able to get the paperwork and sign up for our Child Watch. So that will be there. Just kind of a refresher. It'll be $30 unlimited a month for a limited Child Watch. And you have to be in the facility in order to take part in it. Can't leave the facility. So we'll do that. We'll be giving some giveaways for birthday parties in our playland, our pool parties. We'll also talk about what we're getting a lot of questions about is the therapy pool. That is not part of the membership. And it is an extra charge. And so it's limited on when we can use it. The hospital right now is using it Monday, Wednesday, Friday from about 12 o'clock to originally was only going to be till 2. Well, already it's till 4:30. So they've expanded that program already. And I think that's just going to continue to grow. So we'll kind of talk about that. And it is a state licensed therapy pool. It is not a warm water pool. So there's some state licensing things that we need to follow as well, which residents of Perm are not aware of. They just said, oh, well, Wadena has a therapy pool. Well, it's a warm water pool. Ours is actual state license. So there's regulations. So we're going to answer some Q&As on that and just kind of explore when you're going to be able to use it. And I know a lot of you in here probably already donated to our silent auction, so we thank you for that. Just kind of an FYI on that. The money we use from that goes to our foundation, which we put on hold since the project has started collecting for, because we want to collect for the project so we can pay for the project first. But in the last year and a half, the PAC's roughly given out $60,000 of scholarships to families, kids, summer rec, free swim lessons, free Adventureland parties. So we don't turn anybody away for their inability to pay for any reason. So that foundation is a big part of that allows us to do that. So we thank everybody that's donated to that foundation. So if you, and then one more reminder, those of you that have events coming up, the PAC no longer has the old-fashioned bulletin board in the facility any longer. So if you would like to get your events up at the PAC, then just email them over to aquatics@permareacommunitycenter.net in a PDF if possible, but she will put that up on the monitor that when you walk in the new front to the left-hand side is where we have all of our events. Roughly, we have right now anyway, now that school's back, we have about 550 to 600 people come through those doors in any given day, so.
Awesome. Thanks, Lee. Should get you on the agenda every month. Anybody else?
I have a couple, and I made the PowerPoint, but I forgot. We are doing our Welcome Week tile painting event tomorrow. So Rebecca is still volunteering and helping us out with Welcoming Week. And we're doing a couple live interview, storytelling type things with people who have recently moved to Perm and have felt welcomed by our community. This is like a nationwide thing this week. And it goes through West Central Initiative, and we're one of 9 counties that each have an event. And then all of the little tiles that are painted are going to be part of our Welcome to Perham mural that'll eventually go up in NP Park on the side of True North. And then I have another one. One more. We're doing a floating pumpkin patch. We just threw this together yesterday. So there's not a ton of details, but Mackenzie can probably explain more.
So do you guys know that pumpkins float? Not everyone does, but they do. So basically, we just throw a bunch of pumpkins in the pool. The kids can go swim with them and have a good time with their family. When they're all done swimming, then they take them out and they can dry them off, get dressed. Then they'll head on over to the birthday party rooms, and that's where Leah and I will be, and they can paint, and we have little gifts for them and stuff like that. Just a chance for families to get out and let their kids do a little unique event.
It'll be the Sunday after Oktoberfest.
We go there first and then come to Loving.
There you go.
Perfect.
It's all planned out.
Yeah. So we're really excited about that.
Thank you, Leah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris.
Yeah. Corn Maze officially opens this coming weekend. Last weekend was our maze preview microbrew in the maze.
Awesome.
Thank you. This year is a Perm theme, so that's exactly what the cornfield looks like. You can't tell when you're in there because the corn's pretty tall, but that is what it looks like. Thank you to all the businesses that donated stuff for the swag bags and the chamber for the awesome bags for our VIP to put the cups in and whatnot. But hopefully we can make the brew tasting an annual thing because I think it was pretty fun. anyways, this Saturday is when we officially open for families, 11 to 5:30 on Saturdays and 1 to 5 on Sundays, all fall through October 29th. And then we do have some extra events like normal. Pumpkins are only available during corn maze hours. And then I think it's September 23rd, if my date's correct, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, we'll have a family-friendly flashlight night. So no beer at that one, but bring your kiddos. It's like 7 to 10. And then over MEA on Saturday night, we do another light night. We will have a beer garden at that one. It won't be beer in the corn maze that you stumble upon, but it'll be outside of, and then music and all that good stuff. So Otterberry Farm, Google us, or we're all over the internet. Find us, come see us. It's a lot of fun.
Are the pretzel necklaces going to be available? Those were
Yeah, right? Were they good?
Yeah.
That was a
It
random.
was helpful when I thought I was gonna be stuck in there.
Yeah.
It's like, at least I have the
Read
pretzel.
the map, yeah,
Yeah.
read the map.
Some of those,
We
some of
didn't
those
download
beers.
it, that was
we
the
didn't
issue.
I know, right?
There's 2 jalapeno beers.
Yeah,
out there. It
yeah.
was like really good.
Yeah, we had a bunch of different flavors, so.
Dave, Booster.
So if you don't get enough beer at Otterberry or with Veronica, at Disgruntled Brewery, we're gonna have Oktoberfest as well. September 30th, brats, some German food. So just come on out there and, bring your friends and have a good time, just relax. So September 30th.
September 30th. Do we have a flyer for that?
Not yet.
Yeah, give us a flyer.
Yeah, okay, I will do that.
Okay. Anybody else? Bill? Good. Nobody else? All right. Very good. That's it then. Thanks, everyone.
Draw, Ron.
Oh, draw. I was gonna take a moment.
Jody, prizes?
Talking that I never get anything, so I was just.
Okay, anybody not in?
Always win.
Yeah.
I'm already involved.
Go for gaming. I'm not.
It's not alcohol.
Not alcohol. Killer's House. Go to Tracy Marsh. I believe she was a teacher. Tracy? She was a teacher. Okay. We'll get back to the school. All right, what's next?
It's soap.
Will you look at this?
It's about a man wash.
We've got Lakeside gift card, John Smith.
Lunch on John. Lunch on John.
John Smith. Pizza, what do we got? Pizza Ranch, two take and bake. He's not here.
No, you don't get to show up at 6 a.m. to get
Rachel Doctor, another teacher.
Woo!
Yeah, I got enough stuff in the bag. And the Zorba's. Vince Bacon. Got a Zorba's pizza. There we go. Now that's it. Thanks, everyone.